everybody, and welcome to today's matchup between the Western Wolves and the Subway Selects. Exciting game we have starting here today. Right off that draw, both teams in a battle here as the Selects will come up with that puck. McLean, she'll shoot that one down, and Wolves able to pick this one up and try to put it up the boards here. Selects with that puck, and look at a quick shot on net. Wolves now trying to break into their own zone as that gets sent down the ice. Foot race now, and the Wolves get there first and are able to pick up that puck, make their way into the corner as get caught in a bit of a battle there. Back hard and behind the net now as they continue to battle. Girls going in to support this puck and try to get it moving. Wolves able to come out strong with that. Right out in front with a quick shot off, and that one's blocked in front. Selects now make their way down the ice as they fire that one down and get all the way down for an icing. So we'll get all lined up here in the select zone for our second face-off of the game. Both teams with a good start to the showcase so far and hoping to get a win out of today's game. Puck is dropped and pushed through the boards there as Selects are able to get a hold of that one. They'll try to send that one up ice as one gets past the blue line there, and Wolves jumping up on that one as they'll try to make their way down. Wolves dump that one in deep as they'll go back for it. Selects now trying to break out of their own zone as they start to go up the middle here. Entering down the ice now with speed as they'll get over the blue line, and that one gets turned over. Wolves now back the other way as they'll dump that one in deep as they get a change. Selects now, lots of time and space as they'll start to make their way up ice, and they turn that one over at the blue line. Now an opportunity for the Wolves as they get to the net and a shot, and that was just blocked off there. Battle hard here in the corner as Selects are able to come up with that puck. They make their way around the net as they'll start to skate up the ice, and we got a penalty coming here towards the Wolves, and they'll just be on that last play there. It's going to be a tripping call. Sent to the box for the Wolves is going to be number 4, Kayla Mills. So the Selects now get their first power play of the game as we'll head down to the Wolves zone and get a face-off going. Puck is dropped and won right away by the Selects as they get a quick shot off. Puck is played up the boards now as they can't quite keep hold of that line, so they'll head back for that puck. Back hard now as they'll start to take their time with it. Trying to move it up ice now, and they get it up to center ice, and that one gets shot back. Back for the puck hard is McIntyre as she'll take her space with it. McIntyre now up the ice, and she'll be able to gain that zone. Look for a pass here and a quick shot off, and that one gets chipped up high. Over to the boards now for a battle, and that one gets sent down the ice again. Great job by the Wolves on killing this penalty off and getting that puck down the ice quick. Selects now with speed as they start to make their way up ice. Up along the boards now as they'll try to get in deep with the puck, and they put that one towards the net, and that one's just wide. Picked up in the corner now by the Selects as they look to make an opportunity happen on this power play. Out in front here, and nothing comes off of that one. Picked off on the line there as they'll step in and gets knocked off their stick there. Selects still with control of this puck as they'll keep it moving around, and a quick shot off, and that's blocked. Kept in at the line as they'll try to keep moving this puck around. Knocked down by the Wolves to keep continuing killing this penalty right now. Just above 30 seconds left in it. Down the ice they go, up the wall here as the Selects as they start to break out, try to get that puck down, and Wolves quick to try to throw that down. Get a hand pass call there. So we get a new face-off. Both teams getting a line change here, fresh legs to finish out this penalty. Not too many opportunities for the Selects on that one to be able to get a shooting lane, unfortunately. Still lots of time to go here in this game, so lots of plays to be made. Selects now up the ice with speed. They make it over the blue line as they'll get in deep. look to put that puck on net, and they do. It's just sitting in front there as the Wolves were able to clear that one. Now back to full advantage as their girl comes out of the box. Selects now with the puck as they start to make their way up ice and get up into the neutral zone here and cut back to create some time and space for herself as try to make something happen off of this play. Wolves with a quick turnover there outside the blue line. Selects able to pick that one up again. Still get in deep. Look towards passing that puck up. Get it up to the line. Good job on the Selects and keeping this puck moving as they look for the back of that net. Was McLean there and can't quite make it past the goaltender. Selects the puck again as try to keep it moving out here. Back over to the line again and a quick shot off there, and that one just goes wide. Battle behind the net as that one comes up to Doron, and she'll send that one back down the wall. In the corner now as both teams are battling hard for this puck. Back up to Doron as she'll send that one back down. Play down to the corner as Wolves start to try and break out of their zone. Kept in on the blue line there as Selects looking to put something towards the net here. Picked off by the Wolves. Great job in front of the net defensively of getting this puck off Select's stick and creating ways for them to clear this puck out. They get that one down the ice and foot race now as first one there is the Selects. Puck is down back the other way as the Wolves are able to chip that one off the wall quickly. Back to Doron, and she'll send that one across ice to McIntyre. McIntyre will try to move this one up as she recovers that puck quickly. McIntyre now tries to put a shot towards the net, and that one's blocked by the Wolves. McIntyre back on the line again, and she'll try to fire that one down again. Wolves now with speed as they'll try to start to break out of their zone now. Out in front now for an opportunity, and can't get a shot off. Selects, try to get another shot off there, and that one quite doesn't come off either. Puck is moved back up the boards now and sent down the ice as the Wolves will go down and chase that one down. Lots of time and space there for Conley as she can put herself into the net there, unfortunately. She's got a new face-off going. Quick start to this period so far. Intensity is up. Everyone is puck hungry. Everyone wants a win today. Just wait for the next fix here as both benches getting a little word of advice, some strategy going on. Puck is dropped and one back to the Wolves. So they'll step in and take a shot, and that one gets banged off. Step back in now as Selects are on that one and will try to make their way and break out of their zone. Kept in on the line by the Wolves. Selects now back up the other way of the ice as they have control of this puck and will dump that in deep. Puck is behind the net now as Wolves trying to get control to break out of their zone and get back to the opportunities they were having last shift. On the line there as the Selects will keep that one in and try to get that towards the net there, and nothing comes off of that. Selects now battling for the puck behind the net and right out front there for an opportunity. Nobody was there to jump up on that one, and a quick shot off there by Boyle and a quick save for the Wolves. Both teams fresh legs on the ice, new face-off. Just over 13 minutes now remaining in this first period. Puck is dropped and played back towards the boards. Picked up off on the wall by the Selects as they fire that one wide. Selects now moving up as they'll keep that one in towards the net. Another quick shot off there. Nothing comes of that one either. All lined up here as puck will be dropped. Selects center, kicked out of this draw actually. So send in a winger. Draw one back by the Selects off of that one, and that shot is just into the corner. Up on the line now is Boyle will keep this one in and try to send that deep. Battling hard along the boards there. Keep that puck in. Wolves trying to get this move so they can get it out of their own zone and head down the ice. We'll get a whistle on this one. Intensity high along those boards. Battle got a bit aggressive there. Both teams, fresh legs on the ice. Getting ready for this new face-off. Puck dropped, and Select's able to jump on that one quickly as he comes back to the line. Stepping up is McIntyre. She'll keep that one in. Back up to Dworon now, and she'll try to keep this one in. Popped out here as Selects will try to gain the zone with more speed and try to keep this puck moving around. Selects now with full puck advantage here as they'll keep it moving. Battle along the boards now as they're trying to clear that, and it's stuck there between some sticks as they'll try to kick at it to get it moving. Seems to be working as puck pops loose, and Wolves able to jump on that one quickly as that gets sent down the ice. Back hard for the puck is McIntyre, and she just dunked him right on her. McIntyre gets that up the ice now. Caught off on the wall here as Dworon passes that one up. Selects now passing this puck up with speed. So they'll start to gain the zone. Over the line now, and they'll make their way towards the net with a quick shot and a save. Rebound opportunity and a shove after that whistle. Good job by Chisholm. Jumping on that one quickly. Try to get a rebound off of it. Shots now 6-2 for the Selects. Just over 11 minutes to go. Puck kept in on the line there and ends up getting popped out as the Wolves had girl advantage on that one and try to make their way down the ice. Into the Select zone now as they'll get a shot off. Picked up in the corner to make their way out front. Another quick shot off there and save. A Select's trying to make their way back up the ice again. Just over the line there as they lose the puck, and that one gets brought back out into the neutral zone. Back down to Select zone as they'll try to keep this puck moving. Up the ice now is McLean as she'll get over the line. McLean in for a shot, and that was saved. Good backhand move there, and great job. The Wolves getting back hard and able to get that puck away. Get a whistle here. And a new face-off. Great last play there. Unfortunately, nothing came about it. Good opportunity. I was just picking up a net guard that was left on the ice there as the puck was dropped and sent over to the boards. Wolves first to that one as they'll send that down the ice. Foot race now, and Wolves are able to get to that one first as well. Good speed coming in on that puck and getting there first. Puck is sent into the corner now as Wolves trying to get plays towards the net now. Select's trying to break out here as trying to move the puck. Held up by the Wolves as they were able to hold on to a puck for a moment there. Dumped back down as Selects are fast on trying to get this puck back into the possession. Battle along the boards here, and nobody has come up with it quite yet. To get a tough call here, just on that play along the boards. We'll head to the box now. Looks like it's gonna go to Mila Martin, number 10 on the Select, so Wolves will be on their first power play of the game. And we'll head back down to the select zone. 2 minutes to create something off of a good opportunity here for the Wolves. Puck is played back to the line, and they'll get a quick shot off there, and that one's high. And front now, there's a chance there, and can't quite find the net. Wolves now with the puck, and they'll send that back behind the net. Picked up now, and we'll try to battle it out between the selects to hold on to control. Back to Richards. Richards will send that one across the line. That one just pops out. Advantage here for the selects to try to jump up on that puck. That one's just off the wall and sent back down. Good job by the selects, sending that one deep to kill this penalty. Wolves now with some time and space to look for something. Make their way up ice is Duncan. She'll get across the line. She'll put that towards the net and just goes wide into the corner. Still over a minute left in this penalty. Picked up, back by a neutral zone by the Wolves as try to create something more here. Selects now with the puck as they'll move that one across. Up the ice now, and they'll get a good dump on that one. Picked up by the Wolves again as they have a great pass there as the Selects are getting a change over the line now, and they'll go in, and that one just gets caught up in behind. Battle in the corner now as Wolves hold on to possession. Get that up to the line. Not kept in there though as Selects came through quick to try and get that puck. Wolves still with possession as they'll move that forward. Picked off by the Selects as they'll throw that one deep and it ends up getting on net there. Picked off in the neutral zone again by the Selects, and they'll try to get that one deep and it gets caught up in some shin pads. Dworon now as she'll move that one up. And deep now as try to just keep some pressure on and just kill off their penalty. Wolves making their way up ice now. Picked off by the Selects once again. Only 2 seconds now remaining in the penalty. Quick shot off and a block in front. Back to full advantage for the Selects as their fifth girls come on the ice. Wolves now losing that puck there as it's picked up easily by Dworon, and she'll move that one over to McIntyre. McIntyre now takes some space for herself. Use that net as a bit of a shield there to get away from the Wolves defender. She'll move that one up. Up the ice now are the Selects as they try to gain the zone. Martin now hunting down that puck. Picked off on the wall there. Steps in as Burris, and she just gives that one in deep. Tanner now, she battles hard for that puck and tries to find it. Picked off on the wall by Conley as she does a good job holding that line. Behind the net now and jumping up as Burris to try to keep that puck in. And go battle here in the corner. Both teams looking to move that puck out. Wolves with the advantage now as they'll start to take it behind their own net. Picked off here by Selects as try to get that puck on their stick. Wolves now, they'll leave the back of their net and try to put that up the wall. Picked off on the line and a quick shot off there by the Selects. So they try to keep this puck moving around. Selects now walking off the boards up to Burris. Quick shot off, and that one's wide. Jumping down for the opportunity is Chisholm as she'll pick up that puck and take a look. Picked off now behind the net as they'll get pinned by the Wolves as battle for this puck and try to get it moving. Wolves try to dump that one down, makes it to center ice here and picked up by the Selects. Burris just over the line and loses that a little bit. So they'll try to keep this puck moving. Picked up behind the net now with speed of the Wolves. Still send that one down the ice. Foot race now, and that's going to be called off for an icing. So we'll get head right back down to the Wolves zone again. New face-off with just over 5 minutes now remaining in this first period. Puck is dropped and sent into the corner. Picked off on the wall by the Wolves as they'll try to chip that one out. Kept in on the line by the Selects. Try to get this one moving up ice. In deep now is the battle for this puck. Wolves now trying to exit with some speed, and they get that chip past the line there. They'll head down the ice. 2v2, and couldn't make anything happen as that puck's just sent into the corner. Duncan threw that one in front there. Selects now trying to break out of their own zone as battle along the boards here, and McLean will try to chip that one out, and she can't. Selects now with some advantage as they'll try to move with this puck. Pass up to center ice. Down the ice the Selects go. McLean, quick shot off and a save. Puck is headed towards the boards now as they battle for that puck. Off the line now, quick shot off from McIntyre, and that one was blocked for her. The war on now as she'll try to gain the zone and loses that puck just outside the blue line. In deep now is a puck as both teams trying to head for that puck to battle it out. Battle here along the boards. Won by the Wolves as they're able to get a long pass going there, and back for that puck is McIntyre as she's able to step in and take that. McIntyre now makes her way up ice with speed to pass the defender there. Puts that into the corner and goes and chases that down. Moves that back up the boards. Picked off now by Martin. Martin puts that one in deep. Selects now with puck advantage as they'll move this one on. Doron, shot! That one looked like it was going to be on, but it wasn't. McIntyre sends that one back in deep. Picked up on the boards here by the Wolves as they tried to break out and couldn't quite get past the Selects the first time. Wolves now back the other way. They'll try to get past here. McIntyre back to pick that one up as Wolves go into the boards. Sent out into the middle. Mills with a shot off there, and that one's just blocked in the feet. Selects making their way up ice with speed, and they get shut down at the boards. Selects now with the puck as they start to move up ice. Battle in the corner. Selects able to come up the wall with it, and they'll try to hand that one off. Duncan now sends that one in deep, and she'll chase after it. Save quickly to get us a fresh face-off here in the Select zone. Shots right now are 9-5 for the Selects. Just over 2 minutes now remain in this first period. Puck is dropped and played out into the corner there and sent up the boards. Shot off there quickly. Nothing comes of that one. Selects now with puck advantage. So they'll try to make their way up ice. Send that one up across, and that one goes all the way down. Icing call there, so we'll head right back down to the Select zone. Exciting start to this first period. Lots of speed out here today. Great battles between both teams of standing their ground in those corners and boards and trying to win those pucks. Puck is dropped there and in a quick battle. Select's able to come out with that one as they have a girl up high. It's going to be offside there. Good attempt to get back over the line. Unfortunately, didn't really work for her. So they get all lined up just outside the Wolves bench here as both teams will get a quick change to get us started. Puck laid back there and picked off by the Wolves. So they try to get in deep. Up to the line with a big shot up, and it's a score! It's a good goal! Great goal by the Wolves. Able to just sneak that one past there. So they'll head to the bench for a little bit of a celebration. Great job on the Wolves of getting that puck to the net. Shot off by Brooke McAugan as we go back to center ice for faceoff. McIntyre with the puck now. She'll make her way up ice and lose it in her feet. Able to recover quickly there. She'll gain the zone and try to get this towards the net. Picked off her stick there by Stevenson. Still get into a little bit of a battle. Hard stick there from the Wolves as Selects are battling hard for this puck. DeWaron hands that one off to McIntyre. McIntyre now looking for time and space. Back to DeWaron. DeWaron, good pass. Up the ice now as they get stuck in a battle. Back for the puck hard now as they'll try to make their way up ice. Puck thrown in deep here as close to intermission now. Last opportunity to get yourselves on the board in the first period here. Sent down deep by the Selects. But to play the puck is the Wolves. So we'll try to send this one up the boards. Puck just pops outside there and back in the Selects control here as they gain the zone once again. Trying to make their way to the net now. McLean with a big hit there. She'll get that puck out. McLean out in front. Quick shot off. Nothing comes of that one. Sent down the ice now by the Wolves with 20 seconds remaining. So we'll head back down to the Wolves zone for a final face-off. First period here. A little bit of a defense change here for the Selects. Puck is dropped there and one back to the line as they take a quick shot, and that's just over the net. Selects now trying to keep this puck moving, get some shots towards the net here at the end. Just 5 seconds remaining now. Quick shot off for Burris, and that one's just wide. Picked up in the corner, and that will bring us to the end of this first period. Certainly an exciting one. High intensity out there today. After the first, the Wolves are up 1-0. Shots being 10-6 for the Selects. We will be back after a short intermission. Thank you for tuning in for our first period. Welcome back, everybody, for some second period action of Wolves versus Selects here. We ended the first period with the Wolves being up 1-0 versus the Selects. Right off the bat here, as the Selects will try to make their way into the Wolves zone as get kind of tied up in a battle here just inside that blue line, it appears. Puck gets moved down as Selects able to gain control of that puck and try to throw it on net there. Puck is brought back up the boards now as McIntyre will make her way in deep. McIntyre, big shot, and that one's wide. Wolves and Selects now both battling against these boards. Last period, that was one notable thing about both teams is that they battle hard and don't give up in those battles. Puck is played up here in the neutral zone as it was taken off the Wolves' stick here by the Selects. Selects head up ice, try to gain the Wolves zone, and they do. McLean now gets tripped there, so she's trying to get a shot off still. Good second effort by her. So we have a penalty coming towards the Wolves for a tripping call. Try to figure out who it's going to, and great opportunity here for the Selects to be on this power play. Looks like that one's going to go to Miley Stevenson for that penalty. Puck is dropped and played into the corner. Battle here along the boards as Selects hoping to gain control of this puck and calm down the game a little bit, have it on their sticks for a while, have some opportunities created. Stick lost there behind the net as both teams still battling hard. Able to move that puck now as it just slides out there, and Select's able to jump on that one. Wolves pick up in front of their own net here as they'll send that one down the ice. Great job by the Wolves early in this penalty to be able to kill that and send that down the ice. Picked up now by the Selects. They're trying to make their way up ice. Neutral zone, Wolves zone now as they'll try to cut towards the net here. A quick shot off. Nothing comes of that one. Wolves now back the other way as they make their way up the boards. Shot down and deep and gonna cover that puck there. Get a quick face-off now outside the Select zone. Good start to second period for both teams here. Early advantage for the Selects if they can capitalize on this power play and get a shot through potentially. Just under 18 minutes now remaining in the second period. Wolves center kicked out of that draw. Puck dropped, one back behind the net. Jumping on that puck was the Wolves early. Select's able to pick it up though, as they'll make their way into the neutral zone. Down into the Wolves zone now as they have full possession of this puck. Take a skate here and they'll hand it up to the line. Conley hands that one off. Burris, quick shot and she scores! Good goal for the Selects. So they'll head towards their bench for a celebration and then to center ice for a new face-off. Goal ended up being scored in by Anna MacArthur, number 16 there, to tie up the game 1-1. Puck played off the draw there. Wolves able to shoot that one down early. Quick save there by Lydia Mason for the Select. So get a new face-off once again. No line changes. Both teams are just changed after that last goal. Puck dropped and one back as both teams go to battle hard behind the net here for this puck. Picked up now by the Selects as they'll try to leave the zone with speed. Down and deep as they get over the line. McLean loses that one in her feet. Recovered here as try to jump up and get a shot off. Turnover here. Conley back for that puck hard as she'll create some space for herself and try to get up ice with it. Stop just up outside the blue line there. With speed now is the Wolves as they were trying to turn that around, and Select's able to try to get it out now. Wolves, quick shot off there. Nothing comes of that one. Up the boards now as it gets turned over to the Wolves deep. Selects now with the puck as they'll try to break out here. Down the ice hard they go. Trying to cut towards the net here. MacArthur, good opportunity for a second goal for her and couldn't just find the net quite as she would have liked to. Pops out there. Can't quite get held there by McIntyre as Wolves go down with an advantage here. Quick shot off there, and that one is blocked off. Battle along the boards. As the Wolves pick that one up and try to fire that on the net. Back the other way now are the Selects as they'll head into the zone with speed. Shot off there for Tanner, and nothing comes to that one. Puck played down the ice now, and first back for it was McIntyre before it got called down for that icing. Just under 16 minutes now remaining in the second period. Score is all tied up. Selects lead in shots right now, 12-6. Puck is played off here and up along the boards. So they try to find the net there. Selects now with the puck as they'll bang that one up to the blue line. Walk in and a shot in front. Rebound opportunity. Can they push it in? One doesn't quite get through there. Good job by the Wolves. Keep that puck out of the back of the net. Select doing a great job trying to push that one to get it through. Get all lined up here for a new face-off after an exciting play in front of the net. Puck is dropped. Battle there, and Wolves able to gain control of that one as they'll shoot that down. Back hard for the puck was Grinton, and just couldn't find another stick to give it off to. In front now, and good job by Grinton of blocking the Wolves there and protecting the front of that net. A little bit of a battle here in front. New face-off here as both teams feisty here today. New draw just inside select zone now. Puck is dropped and Select's able to take advantage of that one as they'll move up ice with it. Dumped in deep by Chisholm as they'll skate down for that puck. Back to the line now. And a big shot off there for Burris and couldn't quite find the back of the net. Once popped off now into the corner as they'll battle hard for it. Both teams working to find that puck. Shot up by the Wolves as they'll try to break through with some speed and can't quite get past the Selects. Burris now up the other way. Turned over now as Selects have some speed with that puck. Wolves now, and they'll try to go back the other way. We'll get a whistle on that one, so we'll head all the way down the other side of the ice. New face-off here in the Wolves zone. Shots 14-7 now for the Selects. Puck played off that draw and one back behind the Wolves net. Duncan trying to break out here. That puck gets pushed forward. Sent down there by the Wolves, and McIntyre now with the puck as she'll try to break out of her own zone. McIntyre with speed now, and she'll pass that one up the ice. There goes the Slacks down with speed, and they'll try to get a shot, and that one's just wide. Stepping up is Goron, as she'll fire that back down the wall. Battle here. Puck is sent to the corner where they're going to continue to battle out for this puck. Wolves able to shoot that one up to Dworon, and she keeps it in, and a quick shot off by her, and that one doesn't quite find the net. McIntyre with the puck now as she'll take her time making her way up ice. With speed, she'll get through a couple of defenders there and make her way to the net. To cut through there, wrap around, and there wasn't a chance for that one to sneak through. Selects now with puck advantage in front of the net and weren't able to do anything with it. Quick shot off on the line there and a save by the Wolves. Fresh face-off here. Both teams getting a quick change. As they'll line up for a new face-off. We'll get all set up here, and the puck will be dropped and blown down. From a net guard that was dropped on the ice, and they were just looking for it back, I believe. One of the Wolves players' net guards was dropped and just given to the wrong bet. Felt accident there. Puck is dropped and played right on net, and a quick save there for the Wolves as we'll get all lined up once again. Just under 13 minutes remaining in this period. Lots of time for somebody to take the lead out here. Wolves now with the puck as they'll make their way up into the neutral zone. Down into the select zone. Try to get this puck deep. Selects now with the puck as they'll move that one along. Selects now trying to move up ice with speed. Wolves take that one and try to fire that deep. It's played up the boards now. Battle. McLean now with the puck as she'll try to gain the zone. Gets through there, and Wolves able to get that one off her stick and send it down the other way. Conley now passes that one up ice. Selects trying to enter the zone with some speed. Push that one down was Boyle and followed that to the corner. Up the boards now to Conley as she has a defender right on her. Able to put that one down the wall though. Right in the front for a quick shot there. McLean and nothing came out of that one. Speed now and Select's trying to keep control of this puck as the Wolves are able to knock it off their stick there. Battle here in the corner as Conley's able to get away from that one with the puck. Up ice, Selects go, trying to make a long length ice pass there, and that one doesn't quite make it as they wanted it to. Battle along the boards here, and it's picked up behind the net. Selects hard on that puck as they'll try to shoot this one in. They score! We have a good Selects goal. Bit of a commotion after that one. Sean Richards with that goal as they'll make their way over towards the bench. Bit of communication about why there was a select penalty on this one. It's going to go to number 2, Bree Tanner. Just at the end there with a commotion in front of the net. Both teams getting aggressive. So just wait a moment for penalty and everything to get up on the board. Wolves now going on a power play after that one. Down the ice now is Dworon as she'll try to send that puck down the ice, and that gets all the way down. Good job by them to start that penalty kill off strong, and they're going to battle for that puck. Whistle there will stop them. So we'll get a face-off down in the Wolves zone now. Good start to the penalty kill here for the Selects after just coming off of a goal. Puck played back to the blue line here, and it's sent over and down deep. Selects now with the puck as we'll try to send that in, and they do. Wolves now look to try and break out. Wolves up into the neutral zone, trying to dump that one in deep. Able to get into select zone now as they move this puck around. Battle here behind the net. Selects with the puck, and that one just gets put on net there, and a quick save by Mason. Selects getting a new change it there, fresh legs to finish off the last minute and 3 of this penalty of theirs. Get all set up here for this face-off. Puck is dropped and one back behind the net now as they'll battle it out in the corner, and the Selects fortunately have a fall there, so Wolves try to push that one forward and then continue to battle. Selects now trying to hold that puck. Brenton doing a great job of holding her own in this battle here. Wolves now with the puck and try to throw that one on net. Puck pops out now and battle along the boards here. Selects are able to get loose that one. Battle down in the corner now as that one pops up to the line. Quick shot and they score! We have a good Wolves goal. Great job by them of just playing off of that shot right off of the blue line there as they'll go to their bench for a celebration. Goal scored by number 21, Kinley Duncan. We'll get all lined back up in the center here. Game now tied up at 2. Selects with this puck now was they'll try to keep it moving and move into the Wolves zone. Big shot off there by Burris, and that one just goes up high. Back card for the puck is Conley. She'll try to get turned around here and try to move that one up. Conley able to chip that one out. Back the other way, the Wolves, and they'll try to get a shot off. Burris able to pick that one up in the corner. Get this puck moving. McLean now trying to break out as she'll send that one forward. Sent in deep by MacArthur as the Selects will go hunt down that puck. Back to 5v5 hockey now as penalty is expired. Great job by the Selects on that one of getting that puck down the ice and not having to worry about killing it in their own zone. Puck is sent down by the Selects and gets cut off by the Wolves, and we'll get a whistle. Both teams getting a change, fresh legs on the ice for this next shift. Face off just outside the Wolves zone here. Puck is dropped and played back. McIntyre now, and she'll gain the blue line. She'll walk down the boards, looks in the middle for a pass, and there was no shot off of that one. Wolves now will start to break out. They're able to get that one into the neutral zone and down deep. Following that puck now as Selects pick that one off their sticks and head the other way. Selects trying to move up ice with the puck. Able to get past the neutral zone and down. Not able to get super deep with the puck as they have to bring it back out to the neutral zone. McIntyre now tries to shoot that one down right to the Wolves defense. Trying to make a partner pass there, and that one just went off the stick a little bit. Wolves now trying to break out of their zone. Selects trying to get in deep as trying to fire that one towards the net. Selects with the puck again as he'll try to take another shot. That one pops out and goes all the way down the ice now, and back forward is McIntyre hard. Able to pick that one up in the corner and move it down the ice. Picked up now just inside the Wolves zone and brought down to the ice was Chisholm. Playing that puck hard. Our Selects as they'll try to find their way to the net. The puck behind the net here in the battle. Back out to the line. Selects will try to hold that in and they can't. So Wolves will head down the other way. Stevenson gonna chase that puck down. Gets behind the net now and they'll start to head up along the boards. Picked up now by the Selects as they'll gain the Wolves zone. Able to get that puck deep. In the corner now, battle. Wolves with the puck now as they'll try to clear it. Not able to hold the line with the Selects, so they'll have to head back for that puck. Neutral zone now as they'll make a good pass in the center. That one gets knocked off of their stick and able to recover it quickly. Selects now in a battle. Trying to find that puck. Both teams pinned up against the boards right now. Battling hard, trying to find that puck. See if it'll pop it loose. Pops out and heads down into Wolves zone. Wolves now with that puck advantage as Selects are making a change and quickly to fire that puck down deep. Puck played behind the net of the Wolves zone. Picked up by the Selects as they'll send it back behind the net. Have a look here for an opportunity and a quick shot off there and no goal off of that one. Just under 6 minutes now remain in the second period. We're all tied up at 2. Wolves are getting a change, fresh legs on the ice for this new face-off. Shots right now, 17-11 for the Selects. They're all lined up here at this face-off to get ready to go. Puck is dropped and one down the Wolves, and they'll send it up to the blue line. Burris doing a good job of holding that line. Tanner there to help her. Battle still along the boards here as both teams trying to win that puck. Bit of a hold there. Not able to get that puck moved out. Still battle hard for it. And it just pops out there. Puck behind the net now, and that one gets sent behind. And for a hard, big hit there from the Selects. Wolves able to clear that one, and they'll get that one all the way down the ice. And we'll get a icing call on that one. New face-off now in the Wolves zone. So we'll get all set up here. Face-off battle there. McLean tried to get through. Couldn't quite get the puck. McIntyre able to hold that line and fires that one deep. MacArthur not able to block that one. It's picked off on the line. Big shot off by Dworon and stop. Good job by the Selects on the last play. Getting that puck moving. Able to get it on net. Wolves getting some fresh legs out for this new shift. Just under 5 minutes now remain. Second period. Puck is played into the corner. Both teams will battle it out for the puck. Quick shot off by McLean. Doesn't get anything happening from it. Sent down now by the Wolves as we'll head down to the Select zone. Battling hard in the corner as they try to find the back of the net and get a whistle here and a penalty. It looks like it's going to be a hooking call. A little bit of discussion of what's happening with the call at the moment. Looks like they figured out what it's gonna be here, as Wolves were gonna be going on the power play now, and it's Lexi McIntyre that takes that one. So we'll get all set up here in the select zone for a Wolves power play. 2 minutes. Puck is played down deep. So Wolves try to pick that one up, and they've sent it down the ice. After the puck hard are the Selects, and not able to quite get it off their sticks. Back into the select zone deep, and quick shot off there by the Wolves, and that one goes right up into the netting. Great opportunity for the Wolves to be able to take a lead out in this game now. So we'll get lined up here in the select zone. Whistle off of that one. Face off all game. Been trying to creep in a little bit here and keep getting called on it every time. Puck is dropped and played back to the Wolves defense there. Quick shot off, and that one's blocked in front. Recover and a quick shot, and that one's wide. Back on the line now. Passes it down low, out in front, and that one's kept out by the Selects. Battle here along the board. Selects looking to clear the zone, and they do. A puck gets sent all the way down the ice. Battle now, and the first one to that puck is the Selects on that one. Able to try to hold the pressure down there for a moment, and get a good pass off and a shot that just goes wide. Battle along the boards now as the Wolves come out strong with that puck. Trying to make their way over the line. Don't quite get there, so they dump that one down. Picked up now by the Selects. So look to break out. Sent down the ice now as the Wolves, and they'll try to make their way up ice with it. Wolves now over the blue line. They'll get in deep. Should have put this one towards the net, and they can't. Wolves send that one all the way down. McLean looking like she might be first to that puck, and she is. Got there quick and was able to pick up that around two defenders. Quick shot on net, and nothing came off of that one. That one gets blown down, and we'll get a new face-off. Great job of McLean there by hopping up and getting that puck, able to get around two defenders quickly, unable to unfortunately get that puck into the back of the net, but a great effort by her. Just under 3 minutes now remain, and 20 seconds on this power play for the Wolves. Haven't had too many opportunities yet. Wolves now with the puck. So they'll start to make their way up ice. That one gets sent down all the way. Back hard for the puck now, and it'll be an icing call. So we'll go all the way back down. Get reset up here. A new face-off. Shots 19-12 for the Selects at the moment. Wolves with the puck behind the net now. So we'll try to get this one up on the boards. That one goes out. Selects now, they'll send that one up ice. McLean in deep now, and she'll take a quick shot, and that one almost gets through. Battle along the boards here as they get pinned. Stepping up on the puck now. So they try to get that one down. Battle on the boards deep in the corner here. Puck pops out. Wolves and Selects both try to jump on that one. That one gets sent out into the neutral zone. We have a penalty coming. It's going to be a tripping call. Another penalty to end this period with. Going to go back to the Selects, number 6, Ella Gritton, for that one. So we'll go back down to the Select zone right now. Another advantage here for the Wolves to take a lead in this game. Puck is played off the draw back. Selects have control now, and they'll send that one all the way down the ice. Like to play the puck now, and Wolves will try to take their time and capitalize on this power play they have. Mills now, she'll make her way down the ice. over the blue line. She'll try to get in deep here and look for an option. That one gets taken off of her stick by McIntyre. Selects now trying to break out of their own zone. Get that puck down the ice. On the line now. Big shot there and a block for the Wolves. Battle along the boards here. Selects able to come out with that puck in the end. Selects now trying to make their way down the ice. They'll try to get that one out. Neutral zone now as the Wolves try to pick that one up. Send it back. Minute left in the game, just a minute and 4 now, and the penalty is get a whistle. So lots of time left in this second period to make a play happen here. Puck is played back to the Wolves as they'll start to make their way up ice. Wolves now over the red line, blue line, in deep now. Try to make it all the way to the net and they couldn't quite get there. Selects able to throw that one all the way down the ice. Back to get that puck is Stevenson as she'll pick that up and head down the ice with speed. Neutral zone now, back in their zone as they have 30 seconds to make a play with this puck. In deep now, shot off, that one's saved. Go to the boards now, back up to the line. Another shot off, and that one's saved again. Trying to get this puck out now as McLean's gonna skate hard for that puck and get there first and win that. Wolves able to get that off her stick again and turn that over. Sent down the ice now as they'll put some pressure on, and that brings us to the end of our second period action. Game all tied up at 2 at the moment. 5 seconds will be remaining in the Selects penalty once we come back. Shots are now 20-14 for the Selects. We will be back after a short intermission. Thank you to tuning into our second period. Welcome back, everybody, for some third period action. So far in the game, the score is tied up at 2. Both teams looking to take a lead here in the third period and finish this game off strong. We did start with Selects having just 5 seconds left in a penalty. That's all gone now, so we're back to 5v5 action out here. Puck is played down deep as Selects are able to pick that one up and throw it on net. Wolves now with possession as they'll try to get that one all the way down the ice. We'll get an icing call on that one, so we'll head down to the Wolves zone to set up for a face-off. Couple of teams so far in the tournament have tried to ice and change. That is a new rule that you're unable to do that. So it's been a bit of a confusion for some people. Puck is played back off the face-off there to the blue line as they'll try to get that one deep, and the Wolves are able to pick that one up, and they'll send that one out into the neutral zone and get chipped off there. So back behind their own net now, the Wolves still trying to make a play with this puck. Try to send that one up, and that one gets blocked off by the Selects and just put back on net. Wolves now with the puck behind the net. They'll try to make their way up ice, and we'll have a penalty coming towards the Selects. It's going to be a tripping call. It's an awkward one. They both kind of fell there and just got a stick under skate is what I think. So we'll get all lined up to have a Wolves power play here in a moment. Anna MacArthur with that penalty. So we'll head back down to the select zone. Puck is played back off of the draw there and sent all the way up to the boards. Holding that line of the Wolves, and Selects able to chip that one past and get it out. Back now are the Wolves as they take control of this puck in their own end here and calm things down, have control, and they'll try to send that one up, and that one gets cut off by Burris. Burris jumping up on that one still. There's a battle in front of the boards. Selects now with the puck as they'll send that one in deep. Wolves now, they'll pick this one up and start to make their way up ice. Able to gain the neutral zone there, and now in deep to the select zone. Quick shot off there. Held in on the blue line by the Wolves as they try to create an opportunity and capitalize on that power play, and unable to as the Selects are able to dump that one down the ice. Right there to chase as they'll try to create an opportunity even with a girl in the box at the moment. Wolves now moving this puck up ice. Pass up to the middle. Taking their time with the puck and looking for an option. It's picked off their stick there. Back now to center ice. Thomas able to get that one in deep. Picked up behind the net now by Doron as she'll try to make her way up ice. Sent back into feet there as the Wolves try to pick up the puck and get in deep. Stevenson pass that one off to Thomas. Blocked off there by McLean as she'll make her way all the way down the ice. Into the corner deep now. She'll cut up the boards. Able to hold on to that puck. Now in front, puts it out front, and nobody there. Back to 5v5 hockey now as MacArthur has left the box. Puck is sent all the way back down the ice now as the Selects are able to pick this one up and try to move it up ice. Wolves now try to get this one deep. Selects battling hard to win this puck here against the boards. Selects able to get that one out as they'll start to make their way up ice. Get all in a battle there as they'll start to make their way up into the neutral zone, then down into the Wolf zone, cut across, shot there, and nothing comes to that one. Wolves now able to gain the neutral zone and fire that one in deep. Take an icing call. New face-off here down in the Wolf zone as they start to get the change that they had out before because they're unable to make it because of the icing. Just over 16 minutes now remain in this game. Still tied up at 2. Puck is played back here, and right off the draw there was a quick shot by the Selects. Wolves now play that one behind the net. Up on the boards now in a battle. Looking for that puck, comes up to the line again. Another good shot off there. Play in front, and we'll have a new face-off. Great couple of shots by Carly Boyle up on the line, able to get that puck off her stick quickly. So we'll get all lined up here in the Wolves zone for a new face-off. Puck is dropped and played back as the Wolves are able to pick that one up, and they head behind their own net. All tied up in a battle behind the net here. Both teams looking to move the puck out as it's caught in between some skates down there. Battling still as the puck now has come loose. Selects going back to trying to pin that one down there. Wolves able to come loose with that puck in the middle now, and Selects jumping on that one. Selects with the puck now as Boyle gets out on her stick, and she'll try to put that up in the middle, and that's just off the skate of her own player. Britton now will pass that one back behind the net. Boyle now as she starts to make her way up ice. Neutral zone. Now in the Wolves zone is Boyle. The puck still in the corner. That one gets taken off her stick and sent to the other side. Wolves clear that one right off the bench. Selects able to grab that puck automatically and get it on their sticks and get it deep. Wolves now with the puck as they picked it up in their own zone. Wolves now trying to make their way up ice. Selects try to get over the line with it. Wolves now send that one back in deep. Picked it up was Burris. She's able to make a pass over. Selects trying to clear their zone and get in deep. Able to get in the Wolves zone now as they try to fire a shot towards the net there, and nothing comes off of that one. Just over 14 minutes remaining in this game. Shots are currently 22-14 for the Selects. They've been neck and neck all game. Battles have been going back and forth. All set up here as the puck is dropped and played back to the line. Wolves are able to chip that one past. McIntyre now with the puck as she'll make her way up through the neutral zone. Gain the Wolves zone. Put that on net. Followed up in case of a rebound. Wolves able to grab that one quick and early and make it no rebound. Get all lined up here as Selects will have a whole line change. Puck is played back off the draw to the blue line, shot off by Doron, and that one's blocked in front. In the corner now are the Selects, trying to make a play happen out of there. Battle hard for that puck, trying to find it loose. Wolves try to chip that one out. Able to get a pass there near the center. Picked up here by Conley. She'll gain the zone. In deep now, and she kind of loses that one off of her stick into the corner now. She sends that one out in front for a shot, and that one doesn't go any worse. Wolves now trying to make their way up ice as get a pass off, and it's picked off by Doron as she chases down that puck. Doron now trying to get over the line, and she gets in the zone. Out in front for a shot, and can't quite get that on net. Another shot. Good try by the Selects of putting those pucks to the net and trying to find the back. Unfortunately, they weren't able to on that one. Line change here as both teams will have fresh legs out for new face-off. Puck is dropped and one back to the line. Quick shot off there by Grinton. This puck gets sent down all the way by the Wolves. Grinton able to pick that one up. Try to battle it out to get it up the boards now. Wolves now out in front with a good shot opportunity. Can't get that one off. Selects back now and the other way now. Heading towards the net, trying to get a shot off. That one's knocked off of their stick. Sent up the boards now. Battle. Picked up on the boards. Trying to battle it out. Back up to Grinton. She'll try to throw that one down. Sent down and deep into the corner. Picked up off the wall now. Try to get a shot down deep into the zone. Big hit there on the boards as they'll battle for the puck. Puck pops out loose and Wolves able to take advantage of that one. Will make their way up ice with it. McNeil gains his own and deep, big shot off, and that one's just wide. Picked up behind the net now as Boyle will try to break out and hands that one off. Up the ice now, Selects go as they'll try to get over that blue line. They do, lose the puck, and that one gets sent in deep to the Wolves zone. Wolves now trying to break out. Gonna geek their way up the wall now and pops out. Back the other way now, the Wolves get into the zone. Look to make it to the net, and that one just goes wide. Battle along the boards now. Picked up in the center. McIntyre now, she'll make her way down the ice. Drops that one off and gets knocked away by the Wolves on that play. Sent back in deep by the Selects as they battle it out for that one. That one gets shot on net. Wolves able to turn this puck around. McIntyre stepping up on that play. Puck gets popped out loose behind her. Burris back for that one. So turn up ice with it. Pass up ice now as they'll head down to get that puck deep into the corner. McHattie battling for that, and she loses that to the Wolves. The Waron stepping up on that line and keeping that puck in. Wolves now making their way down ice with the puck. Able to hit that one in deep as they go back for it. Conley battling hard as she's able to chip that one up the boards. Kept in by the Wolves. Selects now, trying to get this one out. Wolves jumping on this puck down low as they'll battle hard for this puck. Stuck in between feet down there as they'll try to get loose. It comes out loose now. So battling as Wolves will try to grab that one. Back up the boards now, the Selects go. So they try to enter the neutral zone with speed and they lose that one to the Wolves, and that gets sent right back down. To play the puck now. Try to make the way up ice now. Loses that at the blue line. Picked up and thrown down deep by Chisholm. Wolves picking that one up down in the corner. Trying to send it up the boards there. One gets thrown down the ice. McNeil now back down into the Select zone. Push that forward and a quick save there by Mason. Good opportunity for the Wolves there. Almost had a good shot off and a goal opportunity. Mason was right there to shut that down quickly. Just under 10 minutes remaining now in this third period. 25-15 are the shots for the Selects. Make their way down ice now. Pass out in front. That one goes deep into the corner. Battling along the boards here as Selects are able to chip that one up high. Goes back behind the net now. Down and deep along the boards. Back the other way now. Wolves trying to turn this puck over. Up the ice now is Burris as she gains his own and gets that one in deep. Sent over to the corner as both teams are going to battle it out to try and win this puck. Burris steps in on that one. Picked up by McLean. Pass back to McIntyre. Trying to get a shot off here. That one just looked like it might have been saved and quickly went to the back of the net there. Wolves trying to still break out here. Still try to chip it by. McLean now with the puck as she'll hold it. Try to get down the wall with it. Battle. Puck moved back to the line. Burris shot high. Picked back up by the line. That one's chipped out as the Wolves try to make their way down the ice. able to have control here as Selects will gain the zone and take some time for this change to happen so that they can get in deep. And that one is just offside there, so we'll get a fresh face-off. New face-off just outside Wolves zone here. There's 8 minutes remaining now in this period, this game. Still tied up at 2. Shot in deep there by the Selects as we'll both head down to pick up that puck. Selects with possession now as they get caught up in a battle along the boards and they still come up with the possession. Quick shot on net there. Tanner in front, picked off by the Wolves as they'll head down the ice. The Wolves now chip that one in. Offside call on this line as well. Getting all lined up here for a new face-off. Both teams getting a quick change. Puck back to the Wolves defense. Still try to make a play. Up the ice now. McNeil gains his own and offside once again. Nobody yet to take the lead with only a little over 7 minutes now remaining in this game. Both teams still battling hard, wanting to have that next goal. Puck off the draw. McNeil played that one right down onto the Selects net. McIntyre now loses her footing a little bit in the corner there as she'll try to make her way up ice. McNeil able to turn that one over and send that one back down into the corner. Selects now able to try to make their way up ice. That puck gets passed off there as they're able to gain the zone and move that one forward. McLean now in the corner. She'll try to move that one up. On the line now is DeWaron, and she'll move that one over. McIntyre down deep. Out in front is shot off, and that one's just up over the post and doesn't make it through. Puck shot all the way back down. Get an icing call on that one. So get all lined up back down in the Wolves zone. Shots now 26-15 for the Selects. Puck drop and played back to the line there. Selects trying to hold that puck down there as they look to move it. Send that one back down and deep. Another battle here in the corner and sent back up to the blue line. Quick shot off there for Burris. A tap on the net there and nothing squeaks through on that one. So we get all lined up here for a new face-off once again. Just over 6 minutes now remaining in the third. Selects making a quick change out here. Fresh legs on the ice. Hoping to create an opportunity off the draw. Draw played back to the Wolves and sent right back up to Burris as she was able to get a quick shot off there. So we get all lined up, same place for a new face-off. Puck drop and played into the corner. Both teams battling hard for that one. Selects able to come out with it as they'll look to throw it out in front. Sent back to Burris on the line as she's able to keep that one in. Sent back deep down into the corner. Selects sending that one back behind the net. Selects fall there behind the net, so the Wolves try to break out and Burris try to hold that line. That one just pops out now, so getting a warning for offside as they exit the zone. The Wolves now trying to break out as they have to cut back and create some space for themselves. Send that one back up the wall. Back in deep with the Selects with a shot on net there. Nothing comes off of that one. A couple of shoves here in front of the net between both teams. Richards there. Try to get her stick down and get a rebound off, and kind of fell into the goalie at the end. Both teams getting a fresh veto there again. Puck is dropped and played back to the line, picked up by McIntyre. McIntyre now steps in, shot. That one was just tipped down in front, didn't go quite in. Tipped out now by the Wolves, so that's going to get sent all the way down the ice. Whistle there for the icing. So it looks like we might have a penalty coming here. Unfortunate after that last play there, and that one's going to go to Carly Boyle. Wolves on a power play now, as it's going to be a 4-minute one. Down into the select zone. Great opportunity here for the Wolves to try and take advantage of this extra woman advantage and try to get a good shot off. Opportunity for a goal. It's going to go back down this way outside the Wolves zone because of the icing call. Everyone's all lined up here, and the puck is dropped and played back to the Selects. They're able to pick that one up, try to make their way up into the center ice, and they're able to chip that one in deep. With the play for the puck now is the Wolves, and McLean is all over that. Picked up now by MacArthur. She gets pinned to the boards. MacArthur still battling hard. McLean up high for support. She tries to come in and take that puck. MacArthur in front with a good opportunity, and that one doesn't squeeze through. Back up to the line for McIntyre. McIntyre to MacArthur. MacArthur right on net with a good shot there, and nothing comes off of that one. With just over 4 minutes now remaining in the third, 3:23 on this penalty kill for the Selects. All lined up, and the puck is dropped and played over to the boards. Wolves now pick this one up as we'll head down ice with it. Trying to get this one in deep, and they're able to get it to the corner. Trying to keep the puck moving and get themselves a shooting opportunity here. Keep this puck moving as it's caught up along the boards. Burris to MacArthur. She tried to chip that one out. Battle here along the boards as they fight for that puck. Select's able to come out with that one as they'll make their way down ice. Try to get in deep with this puck as it's caught up in a battle along the boards here. Both teams trying to find that puck. Wolves come out with that one as they'll head up into the neutral zone. Turned over by the Selects as they'll take some time and space to that puck to make a play. Passed up and turned over in the center ice there by the Wolves as they'll get in the zone deep. Wolves unable to make a couple of passes there as Selects are quick to that puck to turn it over. Selects now trying to get in deep, and that one's picked off by the Wolves. Wolves back up the ice now, and they'll hand that one off. Wolves still with the puck now as they'll have some time and space. Up ice now, and that one gets thrown up into center ice. Gets blown down for an offside call there on the Selects. Just under 3 minutes now remain, and still 1:50 left on the power play for the Wolves. We're gonna have a timeout for the Wolves here. Both teams gonna discuss some strategy and how they want to take the lead in the final minutes of the game. timeout getting buzzed down there as we'll get all lined up once again to finish off this game between Selects and Wolves. New face-off just outside the Select zone here. Puck drop and one there by McLean as she wins it back. Select send that one in deep. Wolves out to play this puck now. So they'll start to try and make their way up ice. To exit their zone, and that pass gets cut off there. They got an opportunity in front and a quick shot off, and that would save by the Wolves. Good try there by Selects, able to pick off that bad pass there and turn it over on the net. Dewara now behind the net. McLean able to send that one down. Wolves out to play the puck as they'll get a quick change. The Selects bench. Playing that puck hard behind the net. Unable to keep it down there as the Wolves start to break out and go the other way. Wolves now gonna pass this one off. Get towards the net, quick shot, and that one's just over. Wolves in front, shot down by the Selects. Wolves back for the puck now. As they'll try to start to make their way up ice. Chipped off a skate there, and Selects pick that one up and try to head to the net with that puck. Wolves now with possession as they'll head down the ice. That one is shot up over and into the bench. So just gonna face off now inside of the Wolves zone. Everyone appears to be okay, which is good. So we get a fresh face-off here. Just over a minute now remains. Puck played back and jumped up on. Puck is down deep now as both teams will battle this one out. On their feet now. Select trying to win this battle. Good job trying to get their stick down on it. Another battle up by the blue line as Select's now in possession of the puck, and they'll take a skate with it. Quick shot off on that, and that one's just wide. In deep now. Burris holds that one. Back to even 5v5 hockey. Battle down deep. Nobody can get that puck moving. Off onto sticks now as they'll battle to get that one to the net. Wolves now trying to break out. Conley quick to keep that puck in on the line. Out in front, Selects look to get a quick shot off. Wolves now trying to break out. Start to make their way up ice. One's thrown in deep. Picked up by Mason as Selects trying to make their way down the ice. Not able to keep that line there as Selects trying to pop that puck out and get sent back down. McNeil with a good opportunity there. She tried to get a shot off. Puck being played back up the boards now. Still battle for it. Behind the net now. Selects. 8 seconds left to get down the ice and make a play. Try to battle hard for this puck. Battle along the boards here as that puck is kept, and that will bring us to the end of regular gameplay. Go to the benches for a quick intermission here. We'll be back. now head into 5 minutes of 3v3 overtime play here. They're all lined up at the center face-off again here. Puck is dropped and played off in the center ice. Selects looking to make their way up ice. Trying to move up with speed, and that one gets knocked off their stick. Still they're battling hard for that puck. McIntyre, she'll cut back and create some space for herself. Up ice now she goes. She'll gain the zone. Quick shot off, and that one's just over the net there. Battle here behind the net as that one will pop up to the line. Picked off by MacArthur as she'll try to throw that one up into the middle. Thrown down the boards once again. Still on that puck hard. McIntyre to MacArthur. Puck is on the blue line being played down deep. She'll try to get it towards the net here. Into the corner. Played back up to the line. Dworon tries to hand that one back down. Wolves able to get that one out. Dworon now with the puck, and she'll make her way up ice. Tries to hand that one off as the Wolves start to head the other way now. Dworon, quick move there. In deep now, selects. Quick shot off. Nothing comes of that one. Battle in front here. Puck is still appears to be loose, and it just got covered there. The end by the Wolves. Good job by them. Good last shot there by McLeod to try and get it over and in. So over 3 minutes now remain in this OT. Selects controlling the game a bit here to start. Puck is dropped and played back to the line. Burris now, and she'll cut back and make a move. Burris still with the puck. She'll hand that one down. In the corner now, they're trying to make a move, trying to get to the net here. Off the stick as the Wolves will try to break out. Wolves able to get down the ice with it. Burris picks that one up and cuts back towards the boards. Up the ice, Burris goes. She'll get in the zone. Leaves that one off. Quick shot off at McLeod. That one's knocked off to the boards. Puck gets played outside the zone here as both teams battle for this puck. Pushed ahead. McNeil does a good job of pushing that one forward. Picked up in the corner by Burris. Hands that one off to McLean. McLean now down the ice as she gets into the zone. Loses that puck and still manages to get it on net. McLean, MacArthur battling. MacArthur up to McIntyre. McIntyre trying to make a move and gets that one back down deep. McLean now in the corner. Trying to play that puck hard. On net now. And we're going to get a whistle. So that puck was stopped. So we get all lined up here in the Wolves zone to continue this 3v3 overtime action. It's time out for the Selects now, as they'll try to discuss what they're going to do here. Right, end of that timeout there as we'll head back down to the Wolves zone. Try to finish off this game with somebody taking a win today. Face off just inside the zone. The puck is dropped and played back. Selects trying to get this puck moving as Wolves take advantage of that one. Try to hold on to that and chip that by. McIntyre now back for the puck as she'll turn up with it. Tries to move her feet, passes that one off. McLean now in deep, quick shot, rebound, scores! What a shot! Good rebound by Anna MacArthur to win the Selects this game. Able to win it in overtime with just 1:50 remaining. Good job by them. Getting that puck into the back of the net. Finding some open space. So, that concludes today's matchup between the Selects and the Wolves. Selects able to take a victory, leading 3-2 this game. Shots were 35-16 for the Selects in the end. Thank you so much for tuning into this stream with High Button Sports. I've been Lucy Glazebrook. We'll see you at the next one.